You know, up until now, I've been focusing a lot on body and mind and living in those two states of condition, you know, in the body where sexuality, gender, hunger, good looks, money, all of those kinds of things, the material things, the physical things of the world really begin to define you and limit you and restrict you. And then, of course, that mental state where it's more moods and states of mind, falling in love, feeling a need to accomplish or to achieve, to become something. Those are living in mind and with its restrictions. But lately I've been thinking a lot about this self, this idea of the capital S self, the soul, our real nature. And it's always very iffy to begin talking about that level because there's not a whole lot that could be accurately said at that level. Now, the nature of the self, of course, that's Sat Chit Ananda. That's the reference we always make because that's the underlying bubbling nature of the self. That's what manifests for a pure soul, as it were. But this pure self, we know from the Gita that it can't be burned, it can't be wetted, it can't be added to, it can't be taken away from. And normally I think of those things in abstract ways of seeing. But lately I've been experimenting with trying to apply that truth when I'm in body-mind states, you know, when I'm struggling and when I'm dealing with being Swami C and trying to transcend the mess that is Swami C, as it were. And so this inner defining self, which is stable and clear and not divided and not limited and restricted. What does it mean about all of these other things that I feel that I want? It's like the implications of it is that all of the things in my life that I have desired and achieved and grabbed have added nothing to me. And their loss removes nothing from me. And so what is being accomplished in that runaround of life, of discontent? Nothing. It's a zero-sum game. And to remember that as you reflect on your experiences, you know, of trying to fill your desires, if you reflect on each of the times that you've gone through your routine to fulfill particular desires, you look at what you were before that desire was fulfilled, and you look at yourself after that desire has been fulfilled, and what has been added to you. In the context of your nature, nothing has been added to you. You are still exactly as you have been. What is added to you is a mental construct, a memory. And unfortunately, that memory is never satisfying. That memory simply triggers a desire for more of that experience or of that pleasure, of that desire fulfilled. And so I've really been trying, when I feel all of these inner restlessnesses coming up, when I feel these inner senses of lack, like I need something or I want something or I am looking for something, I try and observe the nature of that and remember that I can't be added to and I can't be taken from, that I cannot be burned, meaning that I can only observe an experience. I cannot actually engage in an experience, that the soul is always the watcher. The body who engages and the mind who engages simply present me with that experience as if it was a TV screen, you know, some multi-dimensional TV screen. But that I cannot break that barrier. The I that is the I of I cannot enter the body, cannot enter the mind as such and actually be changed. So that is why Maya is never satisfying for more than a moment, because you can never touch it. You can never get hugged by it. You can never be loved or love in it or of it. That there is something outside of it, as it were, that permeates it, but still cannot be added to or taken away from by it. And thinking about that has helped me in the last few weeks to greatly reduce the intensity of a lot of my struggling and a lot of my worrying. So I encourage you, ruminate on that self. See if you can see the divisions within yourself. See if you can find that unchanging beautiful nature that is the you that everybody loves.